let's get this thing started. As I was sitting in my thinking chair, just thinking about those things I was thinking about, and the impact of your friends. The impact of your friends. In Okinawa, they kind of, it's based out of Okinawa, the Moai concept. Yeah, that's good. I wish you was here to take some of these. Good morning, sis. All right, so it's customary for to form close bonds with within the local communities, and many of these bonds are the way they serve in their community, and the way they serve becomes part of their ikigai. And ikigai is your purpose, your reason for being. Now, this is from Wikipedia. Moai are social support groups that are formed in order to provide varying support for social, financial, health, spiritual, or spiritual interests. Moai means meeting for a common purpose. For a common purpose. In Japanese, and it originated from social groups in Okinawa, Japan. So, as I was reading this, the Ikigai book, Moai had its ties. It came from when it was close to like a famine, and you had a lot of hard times, right? And in these hard times, the farmers would get together, and out of their social groups or them getting together, they share best practices on how to make their crops better and yield bigger harvests during these tough times. So these connection of friends provided support for each other emotionally, and encourage one another to be the best that they can be individually and collectively as a group because of those common purposes or their common interests. So what I feel is like when God connects people, when we're connected, I feel that those connections are permanent. I mean, when we really connect and we feel it's a godly thing, God put us together, it's for life. So I might go 2 or 3 years without seeing you. But after those 2 or 3 years and we reconnect, it's like it's never been broken. So, that being said, the way I think of it is that we're connected spiritually. We're spiritual beings, right? And our spirits last forever. You're going to spend eternity somewhere now. This physical body, it deteriorates and it departs. I mean, it's put back in the ground. But the spiritual person is always there. So if you're connected spiritually, I think that bond lasts forever. So meeting with truly connected friends brings impact. Now, my setup. This is usually my setup. Well, this is not, but my usual setup is my chairs. I had a vision for it, and I set it. I set it up the way that I saw it. I mean, I saw this chair here, this chair there, this flower set here, and I set it up that way. I went out and found pieces that looked just like what I saw in my vision. Right? Now, impact. As I was out yesterday, I'm getting more and more closer to my dream of ikigai, and my ikigai, which is doing tea services and connection, which is, really promoting a Moai. So this picture right here, I saw this at a antique shop, and I was like, I gotta have it. So I went to go get it, and I got this little egg right here. Now, this is impact. As I was coming out the antique shop, I ran into an old friend, and this is one person that I really felt a connection spiritually to, a spiritual being connection, right? Our friendship lasts forever. So as I was talking to her, I ran into her. I was like, hey, I hadn't seen you in a long time. She said, you know what? All that stuff, you love Japanese stuff, and I just got stuff sitting in my closet that you can just have. And I bought a table yesterday, a tea table, and you might see it tomorrow. I'm playing with different setups. This tea table that I'm sitting at now came from her. This tea set that I have, it came from her. This tea that I blended, that I mixed, it came from her. And I just saying that to say, she gave me some more stuff that I'm gonna put up, but the impact that she had on my vision changed my whole setup. And I think that's Moai. And I think that's how a Moai works. You support each other, spiritually connected. And I think God sets us up with those people, those you got your get it people. And like I said, in your circle of influence, you got those who really encouraging. A lot of times need encouraging. And that Moai support group are those those people that you can run to when you don't have anybody else. When everybody depends on you, who do you depend on? And that is your support group. And I'm just so grateful that every meeting, even though we might not talk for a year or 2 years, but when we do get back together and talk, it's like nothing ever changed. It's a connection. So that's why I'm big on the concept of ichigo ichie, which is loosely translate to one meeting, one moment. In our terms, our phrase would be once in a lifetime. But that's the cultural concept of treasuring the unrepeatable nature of a moment. So you guys, today, look at your friends, and there's friends, and then you have your connected friends, your Moai, that support you in your common interests, and you. They're the ones that helps you, that pushes you up. Okay, they don't drag you down. They don't make you feel that you need to be with them. It's a joy, and they push you. They push you forward. They push you up. Okay, and that's what I want to do for you. As always, it's been Ichigo Ichie, and the camera is way over there, so I'm gonna say kampai, but I'm gonna have to get up to turn it off. And like I said, I love spending time with you guys.